Hi, David Wartell here. I've been encouraging all the developers that I work with to experiment with AI coding technologies. I've been trying GitHub Copilot for about the last 10 days or so. I'm on a trial account with my personal GitHub account. And I'd say in the last 10 days, I've probably got in about 20 hours of programming. In this particular project, I'm using Golang and C. I would say my results are mixed. Again, this is first impressions. If you have some tips, maybe give me in the comments, but I want to show you an example of what I'm getting. So right here, this screen capture here is Goland, the JetBrains Golang development environment. You can see I have GitHub Copilot configured. It doesn't tell you a lot. I can click refresh here. Okay, it's connected. And so the example I'm going to give GitHub Copilot, I think, is pretty simple and straightforward. I have some C code, this struct in C, okay, and I'm using C to get details from get interface addresses, which is a systems programming interface on macOS to get information about network interfaces. Now you might point out that Golang already has support for getting network interfaces in the standard library. It's quite limited. I need a lot more information than is available there, so I have to resort to some C code. In my case, this is a product that runs on customer endpoints, macOS and Windows. Here I'm coding the implementation for macOS. Now I have a corresponding Go data structure, okay? And I'm going to be copying these values. The values I didn't highlight, I've already coded, and all I'm doing is going to copy values from a struct in C to a struct in Golang, and I'm hoping GitHub Copilot, which is advertised as your AI pair programmer, if you haven't tried it, we'll see how it does. So this is the C code. I'm scrolling down now to where I have some Golang code, and you can already see I've gotten started. Let me continue on copying the values. This is a pretty simple programming task. Okay, you can see it's now suggested in gray there, the value to complete. I hit tab, it completes it. I kind of want to go in order of the value in the data values in the data structure, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, it's completing. So far, so good. Okay, that looks good. Sure, we'll give it a try. I think it's making some mistakes. Okay, out discards. Okay, we'll try that. And the next value is collisions. We'll give that a try. Okay, it's a syntax error because collisions is a pointer value. Okay, GitHub Copilot wasn't able to determine that. So I'll come back and I will fix that. Let's add the link speed. Okay, and sure. Okay, so I think it's made a few mistakes. Let's fix this syntax error. We have to do this one a little bit differently, and it can't seem to handle it because it's a pointer. Okay, let's dereference the pointer to set the value. Okay, now let's try to compile it. Thank goodness for Golang. I don't have to wait 30 minutes for compiling a massive C++ project. It's going to be done here in just a second. Okay, I've got some errors, and it looks like it didn't correctly identify the values in the C struct. It doesn't like iDiscards, ODiscards, TX rate, RX rate, which are the transmit and receive rates, bits per second on this interface. So if I these values and these values did not compile. Now notice JetBrains editor is not able to tell that either because this is where I'm interfacing with C code. I was hoping the AI was a little bit better. And sure enough, as you can see, I don't have those fields in the C struct. They don't exist. I have iDrops for inbound drops, and then I have a field called link speed. Okay, so now let me go back and correct it to see if I can fix where GitHub Copilot went wrong. So I have drops, macOS, Darwin does not record outbound drops, and this is actually called link speed. And when I started to type link speed, you saw it really quick there, the gray text, it worked. And yes, it's link speed. So it got that. This field doesn't actually exist, so I'm going to do this and assume receive speed is the same as transmit. That should be good enough. Now let's try to compile it again. Okay, almost done, and I think it's going to compile cleanly. I would say really I'm on the fence. It does help a little bit. Sometimes it really helps me, particularly I've seen with comments, generating comments is kind of cool. But again, it's you can see here it's making so many mistakes. It's creating almost more work for me. I'm hoping the technology will get better. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me know in the comments. I really want to see what you think.